Hello boys, how are we? Good.
How are you feeling after a late level?
Fair result probably. We had the first half, they had the second half. Conditions played a huge part on the way the game was played. Very windy, very wet. The pitch was bobbly and soggy. So I think it was very much a case of more long ball than football. And I think the weather played a huge part in that. But I've got to say to you, I've came to this club with very strong teams and picked up nothing. And I think they're in the wrong position. With the team sheets that they can put out and the players that they've got, I think they're in the wrong position. They're a good team with good players. And as I said to the team at the end of the game, this we could look back on and recognise that this was a very valuable point.
Rapid Jabor, Davies, Billy, what did you make of his performance?
Well, I think he's got a long way to go, Paul, on fitness and sharpness and condition. So we've got to keep working with him and getting him and one or two of the other new players up to a better fitness level, settle them into the different culture and the different pace and the different surroundings of where they've came from. And we'll keep working with them.
Got Abdul at the club already. Can that help you, or help him more importantly, to sort of settle in, having a country mate and a...
Yeah, I think it always helps. But we've got a few people in there that can speak a bit of French, which is good, with the Mousses and guys like that. So there is guys in there that can communicate well with these new players. But it does always help, I think. No matter what country you go to, I think it always helps to have someone beside you where you can kind of lean on and have a chat to, and that's why it's important to have one or two guys that can help him.
You've seen him in training for a little while now. Has he got the kind of quality to get you the goals that you were hoping for when you were talking about that missing piece of the jigsaw? Yeah, I think that he's a player that obviously once we get him fitter and get him sharper, I'm sure that his quality of finishing will help the team. You conceded a late goal again, Billy, same as Reading and Bolton to a lesser extent. Is that a frustration for you?
Well, it is. Nothing you can do about it. I can't, as I said before, the one thing I cannot do, I can organise a team. I can change the tactics and I can change the structure. But the one thing we've got to do is recognise what is required getting into the minutes of late games. And again, you've seen today that it was just a little bit unfortunate with the goal that we lost. But having said that, I think the wind made us go too deep. It pinned us back towards our goal. You've got to give Blackpool credit for the second half, because I think we were better first, they were better second. And as I said before, that the conditions played a huge part in that. So all in all, fair result, very good away point, 15 games undefeated, and we now look forward to the next match.
Has Wallace got a goal for you as well?
Good goal, great free kick from Reedy. Excellent finish for the young lad, and a nice time to score. But as I said, I thought the back five looked solid today, really solid. And it was just unfortunate that they've scored, if you like, on a counter from a very, bad position from our point of view, with regards to not coming to the ball, not gathering the ball and then allowing them to put that ball into the box. But as I say, it's a good point.
You've lost the two midfield lines. Are any rabbits up your sleeve and in your heart or whatever?
Alan, I'm sure you would agree that we've lost two quality midfield players. And the boys that are in midfield at the moment are doing a grand job as best as they can. But there's no doubt we've lost a bit of quality and a bit of balance and a bit of guile in the middle of the park. I'll certainly look at the loan market and see what there is. I'll continue to try and do that. And as I said, we'll see what we can dig up, if there's anything out there that can come in and help us.
Is it in the back of your mind that if you make a loan signing now, it'll only be for 93 days, I think?
Yeah.
Do you kind of have to take into account that you maybe have a playoff situation at the end of the season?
17th of February.
Do you try and get
17th of February. I'll see you then.
do you have to sort of...
Yes, absolutely. I'm serious, I'm telling you. 17th of February. That's the day that we need to try and bring somebody in because of the playoff possibility, playoff semi-final and final. So therefore we've got to sit down, and I've got to tell you, I wasn't particularly good at school, but I've certainly done my maths and I've counted up what 93 days is, just in case we need it to work in our favour between now and the end of the season. But we certainly need to look at that, Paul, definitely.
You played Simon Cox in a slightly deeper role. Is he somebody that can perhaps fill the void a little bit?
That was tactical because of the way that Blackpool obviously had changed, the way that they may have started. And at the moment, Barry's trying to do all sorts of things with regards to finding his right balance. He's been playing different formations. So it was very difficult to judge what they would do today. They certainly finished with a diamond, but they started with different formations, and it was very difficult to decide where they would go. And that's why we had to just shuffle things around, because we did plan and prepare for a number of possibilities.
Can I just ask one more very quick one?
Yes.
Eric Lehigh, what's his injury situation?
Eric Lehigh at the moment, Paul, we're just waiting for him to get checked out. He's got a slight groin issue, which may be a potential hernia. We don't know yet. We're just waiting on the results coming back and seeing the right people. But at the moment, he's certainly got tightness in his groin, around about his groin area, and we're just hoping that it's not a hernia. And obviously, we'll wait and see what the doctors come back with. But people like Eric and Lansbury, if you look at their career stats, you'll see that we're now getting these players playing probably more football than they've ever played in their career before, and that does have an effect. So it's all about getting the condition right, getting these young players into that habit of playing regular over a season. But at the moment, we have to suffer what we've got to suffer, because they're now playing more football than they've ever played, and we're now maybe getting a little reaction to that. Okay. Cheers. Thank you very much. Thank you.